Hi ladies, my name is Samantha Rosthauser and I am an angel mom from the Healing of the Heart Retreat 2016. My angel's name is Brinley Nicole Rosthauser. She was born August 14th, 2014 and she passed away December 22nd of 2014.
Hi, I'm Lydia. I was in last year's Rainbow group. This is my angel, Madeline. And this is my little rainbow, Olivia. You say hello. She's 2 months old.
Hi, mamas. I am Joni. This is Marilyn. She is my first rainbow, and my other rainbow is my chunky little meatloaf over there.
Hi everyone, my name is Stacy and I am a mother of 2. I have a son named Ethan who is 3 years old, and I have my heart angel Ella who passed away in October of 2015 at 2.5 months old. And I was in your same exact position last year. I was at the same retreat. I was sitting in the same rainbow support group. And to be honest, I was there because I was so unbelievably torn on whether or not I wanted to have another baby.
My name is Karen, and I had the privilege of going to the retreat last year. Such a wonderful experience. I hope you guys truly appreciate what the lovely ladies here are doing for you guys. Our first daughter, Emma, she was born December 2014, and she passed away in January 2015. Due to dilated cardiomyopathy. Obviously she was our first.
We found out 2 days before Brinley passed away. We found out December 20th of 2014 that we were pregnant with our rainbow Parker, unexpectedly of course. And at the time we were super excited because Brinley was gonna have a little brother or sister. To my surprise, Parker was heart healthy besides a hole that he was born with that just caused a murmur, and over the past years it has resolved itself, and he is a heart healthy little toddler that has brought so much joy back in our lives, and you know, showed us that it is okay to love again, and you know, that the pain that we feel every day losing Brinley, that, you know, that can be filled with just a little bit of joy. And
after the retreat, a little while later comes the news of the rainbow. And honestly, I probably would have never survived if it weren't for the being in the group and just hearing everyone share their stories last year. And then some of the other moms from the group, like from time to time I would just tell them all kinds of things because no one else in the outside world would really understand what we're going through, because we just kind of see things differently.
It's not easy. I thought it would be easier. I thought like all of the little small things, they're not gonna bother me. When she falls and knocks herself, like, it's not gonna bother me because, you know, we've been through the worst. So, like, how could it possibly, you know? And then I had her, and it was terrifying. They told me everything was fine. Her heart, like, she's totally healthy, and she was. But I found, you know, I had her 11 months after I gave birth to, and then 10 months after I lost my daughter, Monty, who had hypoplastic left heart. And I found myself just freaking out. You know, I think all moms do that. All moms do that, but this felt like epic. But I have to say that coming out on the other side of that, I'm glad I had her, but she blessed us. She made my heart smile when it was so sad, and as hard as it was, for her to look just like Monty, for her to behave you know, like she did when Monty was not sedated. It was such a blessing to have that, because I did realize that I had to make room for both emotions. I had to make room for the worry and the crazy moments like that. And I just learned a lot about myself.
And my husband and I are still on a journey of our own with where we are in our rainbow journey. But after a lot of debate and conversations, we both realized that neither of us wanted to have another baby. And that was really hard for me to realize about myself. I felt like I should want another baby. I felt robbed of having a daughter, and this daughter that I've wanted from the time I was a little girl. And I was robbed. I had 2.5 months, and that was it. But then I slowly started to realize that what I really wanted was to have 2 babies. And I had my 2 babies. And now my challenge was figuring out how to be a mother to one here in my arms and how to be a mother to one not. And that was super hard for me, if I'm being honest. I woke up on days and I thought, you know, I could get pregnant today. This is, you know, let's just do this. It was almost immediately always followed by, but I don't think that that's what I want. And then it kind of dawned on me eventually. It's not, this isn't right. I don't want this. And again, that was really hard for me to deal with.
Now, when she passed, immediately what went in my head is that I want another one. Same with my husband. But the struggles that we had is that we just didn't want to replace Emma. I didn't want it to seem like like she was being replaced, because we always wanted a sibling for her. So it was more knowing the process we had to go to get Emma. We wanted to start right away to start that process again, but with that came questions like, why did she get this dilated cardiomyopathy? What caused it? So we spent a year doing genetic testing, which took a long time. Ultimately, it didn't come up with anything with genetic, any markers or anything in that nature. The other thing that we struggled with was just giving time to grieve. And that was hard. The first year, I feel like you're in a blur anyway. And it's really the second year that you have to dig deep to really face the grief. Sorry. And then the other thing I struggled with was, well, when we do go through this process and we do get pregnant again, we have our rainbow baby, what if it happens again? Can I go through it again? Do I want to put myself out there for that? The answer was yes. Do it again in a heartbeat.
Now we have our second rainbow that we had 2.5 months ago, and she has been just another light in our lives. And to be honest, it was a little bit harder this time around with having Aubrey. I think because she was a girl just like Brinley, and she looked exactly like her when she was born. She still does. And that is bittersweet. I think as time goes on, it will be nice to see what Brinley would have looked like, and that brings a little bit of peace. But at the same time, I still wish she was here, and I find myself crying looking at her some days, because it is hard, and you wish, you know, your angel was here still.
I can remember one day, like it was maybe 2 months before Olivia was born, and I had to clean out Madeline's room, and it was really hard. And I remember it was a snow day, and so I was chatting with like one of the other moms who was having a rainbow, and she had said she was like gradually cleaning out like preparing the room, and I was like, well, if she could do it, I could do it. But my daughter was 15 months old, and so she definitely had a lot of stuff, and it was very, very difficult sometimes to go through it all and put it away. And we saved everything, but that again, like, other people would be like, oh, aren't you so excited for the baby to come, and in the meantime I had to do all of this, which was super, super hard.
We were blessed with our son Jack, who was just born on May 15th. And so we did have a scare with him. We did have a scare with his heart. We had fetal echoes done. We have pediatric cardiologists. We lined those up well in advance, well into the pregnancy. But we did have a little scare. I mean, turns out he's fine now, but it was hell. But I wouldn't change it for the world. Now, what if you're unsure on whether you want to do your rainbow or have a rainbow baby? I don't look at it as, we always wanted siblings for Emma. So that's how I'm looking at it, and we were going to do it regardless. We just started a little bit sooner than what we anticipated.
When Olivia arrived, we did another echo, and Madeline's cardiologist came to the hospital a few times, which really helped us. And it was definitely worth it because she brings a lot of joy to us. Right, sweetheart?
That comes to my last point. What other things can be helpful is just having faith. I know it's easier said than done because I lost mine. But I got it back. Emma kept showing me signs throughout my pregnancy. And so that helped. She helped connect her with Jack just with little things.
And it's definitely still really hard. There's I've never felt so many emotions. You feel like the super high of, looking and seeing her giggle, and at the same time it's super sad sometimes, and it always will be, because that someone's always missing.
I will say, though, that our rainbow journey isn't over. I used to go into my daughter's room and I used to lay on the floor and cry, and I still do on occasion. But at some point I stopped picturing a baby. And I started picturing a child or a sibling for my son, or maybe a child that would be the same age that she was if she had lived. And it led us down this path where we are now looking into adopting from foster care and potentially adopting a child. But I will, being totally honest, even that we're putting off, and we're taking our time, and we're making sure it's what we want. I think what we've realized is that we need to be a really rock solid family of 3, and we haven't gotten to be that in a while. We need to establish just our foundation first, and then make sure we're going in the right place.
Jack is the best thing since Emma. That's happened in a long time. Wouldn't give that up for the world. But like I said, don't be afraid. I know it's easier said than done, but don't be afraid to have that rainbow baby or to love it. And just keep telling yourself you're not replacing the child you lost. You're not doing it because it's a sibling to the child you lost.
We honor her memory every day by living, and that's what I've come to the conclusion. Every day we have to live now because we have 2 children counting on us. And
If you are pregnant with the rainbow right now, congratulations. It's gonna be so awesome. It's gonna be so awesome. And make room for the worry. Just don't unpack your shit and move in, because chips all over your floor is it's in your future, man. And if you're thinking about having a rainbow, or you're having a hard time having a rainbow, my heart and prayers are with you. And I don't know you, but I love you.
So if you want to have another rainbow baby, go try and go have fun trying. If you are already pregnant, congratulations. But if you're not, and if you're torn, and if you don't know that this is what you want, that's okay too. And whatever decision you come to, it will be right for you and for your family. And so I hope that if you take anything away from this, it's just another aspect, another story of the journey that you can take along with you. And I hope you enjoy the retreat and the bonds that you make there. They're lifelong.